Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
Akwa Ibom, ayayao, sinena barasone ki songe mananye. Akwa Ibom ojit, ayayao, ayayao.
Hello and welcome. It is always a pleasure having you. So sit and get comfortable. Let's find out what we have in our package today. As part of the youth reform program of the Akwa Ibom state government, we take a peek into history to unveil the ancient town of Ikot Ekpene local government area, the first local government council in Nigeria and West African nations, the home of the ultra-modern correctional facility, the Ikot Ekpene prisons. It will interest you to know that for 92 years, the people were under a psychic siege, having the federal prisons located in the very heart of the town. But now, with the advent of the Godswill Akpabio-led administration, the town has been given a facelift by relocating the old federal prisons out of the purview of the public. In its stead, a modern recreational facility has been built. The Reform Center itself is equipped with ample space, sports facilities, skill acquisition centers to train inmates through rehabilitation programs to prepare them for a second chance in the society and completion of their terms. I am Akwa Ibom. Happy viewing.
When Akwa Ibom was created in 1987, it was her physical boundary that was tampered and tinkered with in the delineation exercise. Every other thing remained the same. Her major towns of Uyo, Ikot Ekpene, Eket and Oron were sad reminders of the convoluting concuss of chaotic habitation. The hangover, relics, colonial administration sadly bequeathed her people. In the heart of Ikot Ekpene town once stood the federal prisons built by the colonial administration in 1919. This foisted on the people a garrison and siege mentality, unhealthy for any sane development of the mind. So, for 92 years, the people had the better part of their mental faculties assaulted and whacked by this necessary but wrongfully cited prison until the transformational bulldozers came calling in 2010. Happily, those rustic reminders of the people's benighted past are being pulled down by the bulldozers of transformation, the hallmark of Godswill Akpabio's administration for the past 6.5 years and counting. The prison has since been replaced with a beautiful recreational park called the Ikot Ekpene Plaza. It is decorated with lovely flowers and trees, interwoven with beautiful sit-out where people go to have a refreshing of both body and soul in a natural environment. This is a humane facility that people have connected with. A 3-star hotel is also planned to add to this alluring ambience. Like in everything, it is also his vision to make the state a safe haven with sound security network based on well-trained and equipped police force with sound intelligence network. The administration has also embarked on a remodeling of all city centers. This vintage vision has changed Uyo, the capital city, overnight with some of the most beautiful road network and concentric flyovers in Nigeria. The transformation train has moved in earnest to Eket Senatorial District. Akwa Ibom has become a destination of choice with a choice airport in place. What with a maintenance repair and overhaul facility MRO in place, It also has a world-class runway of 3.6 kilometer expandable to 4.2 kilometers, easily the longest runway in Nigeria. Very soon, her new international terminal building will add to the airport's impressive infrastructure. When the demolition squad, led by Governor Akpabio himself, crashed the prison walls, preparatory to his relocation, it was a carnival-like atmosphere that greeted the exercise as the people heaved a sigh of relief that their psychic siege was finally over.
And therefore, say we know what a Yadian signboard to a dry bone shall rise.
After the demolition of the prison, we shall erect a signboard reading, "Dry bones shall rise again." We will not end the urban renewal in Ikot Ekpene. We shall take it to other parts of the state and build flyovers. We have constructed a number of roads in Eket and Oron. Whoever imagined that this could happen? This is the reason we must praise God.
Just like the story of Akwa Ibom changed, the stories of your families will change in this world. Just like the story of Ikot Ekpene and the town center, the first local government in West Africa changed, your story will change in this world.
Indeed, you are an apostle of our common transformation. It is obvious that everything in Akwa Ibom State is experiencing transformation. It's a thing of joy for us to gather here to do this ceremonial demolition. Pressmen were earlier asking me why was it necessary to carry out a ceremony of this nature. This prison actually was established about 1919, one of the first establishments of the colonial administration, and it has passed through several years of development to come to this stage. But even at that, we can see that it is just reminding us of our colonial past, and actually, the nature of the prison and all that it contained did not help the criminal justice system. That's the transformation of the lives of the inmates. So I want to really use this opportunity to thank His Excellency for taking a giant stride in building a new prison at Akwa Ibom State.
Coming to pull down the wall of Jericho in this city. We thank you, Your Excellency, because you came with a vision. And the Bible says, without the vision, the people perish. We've been living without vision for a very long time. But you came with a vision, and you also transfer the vision into manifestation. Today, we are happy that this prison is going to be pulled down, and we know that as this prison is going to be pulled down physically, in the spiritual realm, the prisons of the people of this land will be pulled down, and the people of this city will be set, free from captivity. The people will begin to experience their own breakthrough. The people will begin to experience their own transformation. That is why we are here today to say thank you, sir.
This is the new Ikot Ekpene state-of-the-art correctional facility built by the Governor Akpabio-led administration and handed over to the federal government. It sits atop a massive 81.77 acres of land. It lies deep inside the woods between the sleepy communities of Ikot Ekpene and Akwa Ibom in Ikot Ekpene local government area, out of the purview of the public. This represents the human face of prisons in Nigeria. Behind these walls, the inmates are rehabilitated, preparatory for a second chance in society on completion of their terms. The carnival-like atmosphere that greeted its commissioning and the accolades heaped on the vision-bearer Godswill Akpabio did not come as a surprise, as this infrastructure was a departure from the norm in Nigeria. President Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, who was represented by Nigeria's Vice President Architect Namadu Sambo and others, spoke on the occasion.
Here is a modern prison that has the minimum cells that you will see. It has an area for VIPs. Your Excellency, we are not praying for VIPs to go to prison, but we have taken care just in case any of them should go to prison. You know, we have a saying in my place. My mother used to tell me that she would never pray for any of our kids and kin to die, but at the same time she would not say that hell or heaven should be empty. And so I will not pray for any elder, any VIP to go to prison. But nevertheless, we have made provision, Your Excellency. You will come and see. You will see they have their own suites with their toilet facilities. Inside there, they even have their kitchen in case they come to prison with their wives. So we made all the provisions. And thereafter, we have the maximum prison site for real convicts, which is fantastic edifice. But because it's a reformation center, you have the skill acquisition center also. And we have also brought in a big chapel because we believe that if you are unlucky to be in prison, you should turn to God and change your ways. So here is the reformation center that you are commissioning, and I want to invite you, Your Excellency, to step and do the same.
What we are having really is a correction center. This is the first correction center we are having in this country. So I would recommend to the controller of prisons to also add correction center to this facility. Congratulations. And as you have rightly mentioned, you have been putting all efforts and providing good governance in Akwa Ibom State. I want to assure you that you need the compliments of the federal government, and we shall do that to Akwa Ibom State. With this remark, it is my pleasure to commission this prison and correction center.
I commission this prison facility that it will contribute to development and correction of the people of the country, and serve the facility that will have value to our society.
Even the fallen deserve care, dignity and respect. These were the words of Nigeria's Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, as he penned down his thoughts in the visitors' register after inspecting the magnificent correctional facility built by the Akpabio-led administration. The comment, no doubt, was born out of surprise for the spick and span humane environment the Ikot Ekpene correctional facility affords its inmates, in sharp contrast to the Nigeria prison mentality. The importance of this facility has earned it continuous high-profile visits from across the globe. The Canadian ambassador to Nigeria, representatives of the European Union, and Amnesty International described the facility as one of the best in this part of the globe. Many other groups have also visited, turning the place into a mecca of some sort. During the last Good Governance Tour, Minister of Information and Communications Labaran Maku visited with members of his entourage.
I'm struck by how comprehensive and how swiftly the governor, His Excellency, has been able to bring about changes in this state. I can say without any hesitation that you have done more in this state than in any of the other states I visited. This is, I think, my 29th state. So congratulations to the administration here and to the people of Akwa Ibom. I think you really established the foundation for the next phase, which we've discussed, which is really the industrialization of the state. You've got a terrific road network. You've got an educational system that is looking not only to the current needs but to future needs with your e-library. You've done work across all ranges of health, even prisons, which is important to us because we talk about the values that we share, and the condition in which prisoners, inmates have to serve their sentences is important to us. Human rights is important to us. So you've taken care of that aspect as well. I think, again, my impression is of a state that we can work with.
What Akwa Ibom State Government has done, building this modern prison, handing it over to the Nigerian Prison Service, to appreciate the government of Akwa Ibom State. Like I said here, prison is everybody's house. So anybody outside can come in, as people inside are wishing to come out. So therefore, our duty is to keep all prisons in good condition, so that when people leave the prison, they will be better citizens. Prison is not to destroy people, it's to reconstruct them, to make them better human beings. So we call on the personnel, the authorities of the Nigerian Prison Service to look at our prisoners, to care for them, to know that they are in your hands and they are in the hands of God, they are in your hands, to make them come out as better human beings. Even those who will not come out, they should live a life that is worth living. That is the whole purpose of the prison.
Uncommon Transformation crew also went on a fact-finding mission and had a robust session with Controller of Prisons, Akwa Ibom State, Ina Millicent, and members of her team. A point to note about this facility is its very clean and decent environment. This is credit to the Controller and her team. The facility is blessed with ample space, both in and out, with sports facilities. Inside the walls, there is a football pitch for inmates. There are other open spaces that could be developed to accommodate other sports facilities. There is also a chapel for the spiritual growth and development of inmates, or workshops for skill acquisition. We were informed that inmates produce uniforms for the prison officers. Uncommon Transformation crew members were not allowed to talk to prisoners on shot, but those who spoke admitted they couldn't have had a better deal in view of their circumstances. They lauded a good food and clean environment, and that they were following developments in the state on television and can't wait to complete their term and come out to contribute to the Uncommon Transformation as reformed citizens. There are classrooms where the Controller of Prisons has finalized arrangements for inmates to take advantage of the Open University education.
The issue of National Open University came up, and then I keyed into it and started a little money that came in for aftercare. I said we'll use it, just put it into National Open University, and we started building chairs, and we bought boards to bring in these inmates to start reading, because that is mainly what is left.
The Controller paid tribute to the Governor and his wife for their compassionate heart for the fallen.
I don't know how to appreciate the government of Akwa Ibom State. Whatever thing we are doing now, whatever thing we are saying, being calm in almost all the prisons, not almost all in all the prisons, is the handwork of the government of Akwa Ibom State. It's the handwork. It has been so easy. He has made my job so easy for me. You know, as a woman, I can enter anywhere. But now, like in Akwa Ibom State, you feel free. talk to them, because they know, and the government has been so gracious to make you teach these inmates that we are the same and one person. We are brothers and sisters. You know, most times they send food to us in the prison, say feed their inmates. It's rarely done in Nigeria. But for the 6 years, Her Excellency, in the person of Eket and Oron Akpabio, has been there. She has been doing it, and nobody heard it. You know, nobody heard that. And when I heard it, I said, no, I had never heard about such a thing before. Let me blow it out. Let me tell the department what is happening. And that was what I did. It's unheard of in Nigeria that you still have people like that could stake their lives for the less privileged.
It is worthy of mention that the Akpabio-led administration has been and is still a champion at intervening in federal infrastructure located in the state. Abak federal prisons, for instance, will also be demolished to make way for the beautiful Ikot Ekpene road dualization with a bridge that is nearing completion. The same fate will befall Eket and Oron prisons. The administration also intervened in the police secondary school in Ikot Ekpene. It has some of the best facilities any secondary school nationwide can boast of. It is also worthy of mention that this administration also intervened in the Akwa Ibom section of the Calabar-2 highway, a Temekwe road with a bridge, Uyo, Etin and Eket ongoing dualization, as well as Uyo Ikot Ekpene road dualization. The administration has also bailed out the federal government as it salvaged facilities at University of Uyo, where it built over 3.1 kilometers of internal roads, got back accreditation for 28 courses, ensuring that the students remained in school. The governor has said at every fora that no Akwa Ibom child should be left behind, no matter the situation or circumstances of their birth. The people call it uncommon transformation.
Oh, that was really touching. In the words of Professor Wole Soyinka, even the fallen deserves care, dignity, and respect. That's all for today. Till same time, same station next week. Don't forget you can reach us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us on YouTube, or call the numbers showing on your screen. Till then, goodbye, and thank you for watching.
Uncommon Transformation television series brings to you the latest information of the monumental achievements of the Governor Akpabio-led administration. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube to read the latest news, watch amazing videos and listen to in-depth analyses and interviews with the men and women working hand in hand with stakeholders to make Akwa Ibom State better. You can also log on to our website www.uncommontransformation.tv for more information. Uncommon Transformation television series, bringing to you the right and current information when you need it.